Welcome back to the Explainer. Today, we're going to crack open the project manager's playbook. We're going to build an engine, piece by piece, that turns all those tedious quality checks into a really powerful data-driven system that actually fuels your project's cash flow.
So let's just start with a hard truth that every single project manager out there lives by. This quote you see on the screen, that basically governs our entire world. See, documentation isn't just paperwork. It is the undeniable proof that backs up your quality, it validates your claims, and, ultimately it makes sure you get paid. Without it, your work might as well have never happened.
All right, first things first, let's break down the foundation, right? The standard manual workflow. This is the absolute backbone of any project that's run well, and it's the process that makes sure quality is built in from the start, not just kind of bolted on at the end. So everything kicks off with the inspection and test plan, or the ITP. Now, don't think of this as just a checklist. It's more like your project's legal code. Every single activity, as you can see here, is tied directly to a specific standard, like NFPA 13 for fire protection. This document, this is the rulebook. Okay, next up, before any work can actually be inspected, you gotta make an official request. So here we are in a simple log creating an inspection request or an IR. We give it a number, a due date, and we link it right back to that ITP. Just like that, it's official and, more importantly, it's trackable.
So the inspection happens, and this is the moment of truth. This is where the evidence gets recorded. What we're looking at here is a pressure test report. And there it is, that one little word, pass. That is the critical proof of quality we need to keep things moving. But what if it fails? It's not a dead end. Think of it more like a documented detour. A non-conformance report, or an NCR, is created immediately. We link it to the failed inspection, we figure out a corrective action, and we set a target date. This whole process makes sure absolutely nothing falls through the cracks.
So let's just quickly recap this manual cycle. It all flows from that ITP rulebook to the inspection request, then through the evidence review, and it even includes that super important NCR loop for when things don't go to plan. This right here is the essential rhythm of quality assurance on any serious project.
All right, so we've got the quality workflow down, but all this paperwork, it has to lead somewhere, doesn't it? I mean, how does a big stack of reports actually turn into revenue for the project? Well, the secret is all about forging a totally unbreakable link between your quality records and your payment applications. It's about making your proof of quality your proof of payment. Simple as that. The very first step is creating a single source of truth. Every single piece of evidence, we're talking photos, reports, signed IRs, all of it, gets uploaded to one central, shared spot. What you're building here is an undeniable, time-stamped library of all the work completed to the right standard. And here it is. This is where it all connects. That simple pass on the test report we saw earlier, it directly translates into an approved quantity in our interim payment certificate, the IPC. Now, just watch that value update. This is quality control literally fueling your cash flow. Okay, so that manual system, it works. But let's be totally honest with ourselves. It's slow, it's tedious, and it's definitely prone to human error. So now let's look at how we can supercharge this whole thing using some really accessible automation tools. I mean, the difference is just stark. It's night and day, right? We're trying to move away from slow, disconnected, and reactive habits. The whole goal is to build a system that is instant, integrated, totally traceable, and can even give you proactive alerts before things go sideways. And you know what the best part is? You don't need to be a developer to do this stuff. Using a visual tool, something like Power Automate or Make.com, we can build a simple automation. This little workflow here just watches an inbox for a request, automatically saves the attachments to our evidence folder, updates the log, and then pings the team. And just like that, manual data entry is gone. But hey, we can take this even further. Why stop there? Let's bring in an AI assistant to help us review the evidence. We can just give it a simple prompt, ask it to scan the files for a specific inspection, and then draft some professional comments for us. And would you look at the results? In seconds, literally seconds, we get a perfect summary. Not only does it confirm the pass, but it actually flags missing info, like a timestamped photo, and it even drafts a clear, professional comment for the engineer to use. This is a massive, massive time saver. So what is the ultimate payoff for integrating this whole system? Well, you're transforming thousands of little disconnected data points into high-level, actionable intelligence.
It's about finally getting that clear view of the entire project, almost like you're in the command tent looking at the whole battlefield. A really clean dashboard built in a tool you probably already have, like Excel or Power BI, gives you that commander's view. You get a real-time snapshot of the overall health of your project, all in one spot.
And this is where it gets really powerful. You can instantly spot the bottlenecks. Look, 8 overdue inspections, 3 open quality issues, and average payment cycle of 12 days. This isn't just data anymore. This is a prioritized to-do list that helps you solve small issues before they become huge problems.
Okay, but let's be crystal clear on the most important rule of all this. These powerful tools, they don't replace professional judgment. They enhance it. The AI assists, it provides data, it drafts things for you, but it is always the experienced engineer who makes that final, critical decision.
And that's it. A robust engine that forges an unbreakable link between your quality, your claims, and your cash flow, all in a modern project environment. Thanks so much for joining us on The Explainer.